This video was sent to me by one of our younger subscribers, and it's crazy how the women, particularly the young women or the women around his age, are just proving us right. I'm talking about every man right with this video. You see in the caption, the first nice guy you date after a cycle of toxic relationships. This is why we tell dudes not to be the nice guy. But let's we're gonna let her talk. We're gonna let her prove our points, all of our points in real life time.
After a cycle of dating toxic men, or maybe you were the toxic one, you are going to date a really nice guy. He is going to be so good to you. That is not your man. This is the first guy that has given you the bare minimum treatment. This is the first guy who has showed you what the foundation of dating someone should look like. Kindness, thinking of the other person, opening doors for you, literally the bare minimum. And you're gonna be like, oh my God, the love of my life. This is not the love of your life. This is just a dude. I understand because that happened to me. It's happened to a lot of my friends. It's that first healthy relationship that you get into after a cycle of toxic ones. This is your opportunity to take a step back, and instead of attaching yourself to this human being because they're giving you the bare minimum, you need to understand what it is that you actually want in a relationship, in a partner. You need to understand if you are the person that you want to be with yet. You have this idea that this person is the one for you because they're kind and nice, but that is the bare minimum. You should have more outside of just the kindness that they show you in the relationship to build a long-term relationship. That's not your man. I promise you that is not your man.
But you guys are just some incels. You guys don't know what you're talking about. Did you even have a girl that loved? Bruh. Women will make videos like this and they just can't fathom why dudes aren't quote unquote chivalrous, right? There are no more nice guys, or there's no more dudes going out their way, because not only do you reward toxicity, you punish the nice guys. You punish dudes doing the quote unquote bare minimum. Oh, this is just the bare minimum. This is your time to step back and treat them like an option. But you attached yourself to the toxic guys, but not attach yourself to the nice guy. Not give it your all with the nice person. And then you wonder, and then you can't fathom why you have dudes out here, or quote unquote toxic masculine or toxic alpha male podcasts, when they're telling young dudes treat women like trash. they just can't fathom why they're giving advice like this. Or they'll just tell dudes, don't help women, don't pay for women, don't help her out, don't do this, don't do that. Which actually I don't agree with all of that. But this is even why the PUAs say the stuff that they say. And mind you, I don't even like the PUAs, but this is why. Because bird brains like you exist, and then she's giving advice to other women, and other women are giving that same advice. So it's not even a matter of you being with the nice guy. You're telling the girls you're basically telling the girls, or the women coming up behind you, to treat the nice guy that's actually going to treat him right, like an option. Basically treat him like how the toxic masculine guys, or the quote unquote toxic relationships or situationships, right? Treat them how the toxic guys treated you. But we're incels. But I'm talking about women will make videos like this and they don't even realize what they did. Like, remember when Ayesha Curry had dropped her video, or sorry, it came from the Red Table Talk, and she just didn't like, or you had other women defending her and they were like, what's wrong with what she said? They're just like, what's wrong with wanting attention from other men? What? They just can't fathom the wrong that they're doing. But anyways, we might have to do a rerun on this. We might have to do a rerun, but actually, nah, we don't need to do a rerun. I don't think we really need to do a rerun. Because everything she just said, I don't even think I need to replay it. I don't think I need to replay it. But let's check the comment section. How about that? We'll do that. We'll check the comment section. Okay. What a bird brain. But let's look at her profile. How about that? We'll look at her profile. You can't make this stuff up, guys. Watch this. Watch this, man. Watch this. Any woman with this in her profile: travel, lifestyle, biz mentor. This, first of all, this is not only just a scam artist, but this is a hoe. Like, this is an internationally traveled hoe. But the problem is, hoes are the advisors, right? Usually you would have your tribal leaders, right? Back in the ancient days, you would have your the quote unquote big mama, whatever they want to say, the first lady, whatever, and these would be the people that would advise whatever the group of men or the group of women. So the elders, right? The elders, or the women that are giving advice, are the hoes to the rest of the tribe of the women. And these are hoes that they're all they have to give to society is their punani, or them flaunting about how they can use their punani to get the stuff that they want. These are the people that are advising. These are the elders, stateswomen, right? These are the ones that the advice to most women. So, because to make a profile like this, a man sees a profile like this, he's like, oh, no, never mind. He's just going to use you for what you're used for. So a woman like this, she's not going to be complaining about older men taking her out on trips, only until when she reaches a certain age that she's going to start complaining about how, oh, men only like to be with younger women, even though she was doing the exact same thing, right? So yeah, I'm looking at her profile. Yep, it's exactly what I thought it was. Surprising my best friend after traveling the world for almost a year. Ma'am, where are you getting this money from? And we already know where she's getting this money from. We know. We know, like, there's no debate, right? So let's look at some of the comment section. Let's put this up to 200. So right here, let's look at her caption. She says, I honestly feel like, oh, my bad, I exited out the tab. She says, I honestly feel like this is the root of where a lot of healthy relationship breakups end up coming from, because we attach to the first person who show us bare minimum treatment before we even take the time to get to know ourselves better, build our worth, and become the person we want to be with. Lady, what is your skill? What is your talent? What do you what do you do? Anyway, she goes, nice and kind is the bare minimum. Make sure that man makes you laugh. You guys can go deep with each other, that you hold space for each other, that you have fun and can be silly, that you're compatible, etc. So basically, the vetting process that you should have done with the toxic dudes, do it with the dudes that do it. She was telling you to actually vet the so-called nice guys, or the dudes that are actually treating you well. You need to vet them more than you do the toxic guys. What? And they just don't understand. Bruh. And then when I'll say something like, don't listen to women when they're talking about their dating problems, they get mad at me for saying that. Oh, you must be a virgin, or you must be this, and I'll be like, you guys are making I don't even have to do anything. I literally don't even have to do. All I do is especially in real life, because I know a lot of women like this. I watch them, and then I hear them talk, and then I come up here and just repeat what they said. This is what she said. This is what she did in her last relationship. This is a woman I know, she did this, and then they will act like, they'll just be like, where's this coming from? Where are you meeting these women? All this. Oh man. Somebody said bad advice. The question is, why was there a cycle of toxic relationships? But like I said, her most women's advice is to younger women is to just date all the toxic guys in the beginning, and then when it's time to get serious, make the dudes that actually want to take you serious jump through hoops and hurdles, and then they can't fathom why dudes don't want to take women like this seriously. Somebody said bare minimum. What is he getting from you that's so great? Somebody said women really taking dating advice from single women who dates for fun. Listen to a licensed therapist who actually knows how a brain functions. Never listen to what a female tells you. Pay attention to her actions instead. And I would say this: don't get a female therapist. Even the female, the actual female therapist that that actually do, that actually do good work, they'll even tell you that if they hold the woman accountable, she's gonna leave. she's not going. They're not gonna be able to keep the female client if they hold her feet to the fire. And most, particularly most female therapists, they're not. You're wasting your time, bro. You're wasting your time. Oh man. But anyways, man, let me know what you think below. Please like, share, and subscribe, and thank you for